Good evening, everybody. Good night, or no, good evening, I think is what you say when you say hello.
Talking Dirty
with Maestro.
Not just numbers,
not just stats.
it's about what they mean.
I'm going to send to you the information.
Talking Dirty.
Hello and welcome to Talking Dirty with your boy. Me. Hey fam, how's everybody feeling? A lot of great tournaments going on. Not tournaments, a lot of great games going on this week, excuse me. And but these last tournaments have been top notch. I mean, grade A, what you want to see in prep ball, a lot of surprises, a lot of good surprises, some sad surprises from some of the teams not performing the way Maestro thought they were going to do. And we got one coming up this weekend. It's going to be a hard one to call, the Hardwood Hustle, fam. Ooh, just love the name too, you know, and the logo, fire. Anyway, so let's go and get it out the way. The teams that are going to be spelling out this weekend, and I went over a couple of different things, and I'm just having a hard time trying to see who has the advantage. You got two teams without bigs, without true bigs anyway, between Gotham 5 and Oceania. And to me, that kind of gives them a somewhat of an advantage. Gotham 5 with Mozzie Chang, Cam Ramson. And you know, if your name is Cam, you can definitely shoot from deep. And Emil Griffith. They need to force turnovers. They need to put themselves in a position to make sure that the other team doesn't have the ball for a long time, if at all. And they need to also make sure that they convert on those turnovers and make it happen. On the other side, Oceania with Kyron Taylor, I mean, we already know that they're a really good transition team. We've already seen it in action, seen the stuff they've been able to do. They also need to force turnovers, but they need to turn their offensive rebounds into points. That's going to give them the advantage of what they need to do in terms of being able to make sure that the game leans in their favor. And for Oceania, more so than G5, Oceania needs to live in transition. And I'm saying that because I think a half-court game will do them a disadvantage. Not saying that they're not tough enough to hang with it, but I think their advantage is getting the other team out in space where they might be uncomfortable. So we'll definitely look for that to happen this weekend. My AT aliens, come on, fams. Okay, let's just get this out the way. You need to get Patrick Justins going. And I don't know how you're going to make that happen because he gets keyed on so much. And just like we talked about them going into last week, right? What is their game? Their game is about facilitation, getting assists, making that stuff happen. And they did not do that. You cannot be a team that is rocking so well with facilitation and assists, and then you don't do that. That's your brand. You play against your brand. You're asking for trouble. You're asking for something good to happen. And that's what happened at the home tournament for them last week. And unfortunately, they paid the price. No wins at all in front of the home crowd. I think they have something to prove coming in this week. I know I'm hoping that's not the sports guy jinx or mush or whatever. But I'm just going to say this to the AT aliens. All y'all, just listen to me real quick. You are so much better than how you performed last week. I know that. Other people know that too. You know people are going to come after you. You need to bring some fire. Bring your game. Don't worry about anybody else. Bring your game. You're going to be fine this week coming up. A couple other teams here coming up this weekend. And you know what? Guess what? Maestro's going to get them on the other side.
Thank you for listening to the Maestro. Want to get involved? Bring it.
Drop in discord.gg/SimWorld Hoops.
If you have the brain, join as a coach. If you have the game,
join as a player.
See the game, be the game.
game.
Now, back to the Maestro.
Sorry. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back.
And welcome back to Talkin' Dirty with your boy. There's going to be a thing with these three teams, okay? The ill, like I used to call them, my ill, Bad Boys, and Lakeshore Drive. One common thing all have in common, more so Bad Boys and Lakeshore Drive than the ill, is those two teams cannot afford to turn over the ball. And they need to make sure not only their ball security is solid, but that they're able to move the ball against these quicker teams, the ones that are going to try to make them live in transition. Lakeshore Drive with Millie G, Amari Blunt, and Witness Work. They're so active. They're so aggressive. It's awesome. They love to get at the boards. Those boards need to turn into points too. Sensing a theme here, aren't you? Here's how much alike all these teams are. I could have said all their names and ran down with a couple exceptions here and there. They all are fighting the same pattern battle here. And so what does that mean? That means each team's going to be fighting for boards. Each team's going to be trying to turn those boards into points. It's going to be about who's going to outwork the other team. That's just going to get out the way. Who's going to outwork the other team? Bad Boys with Kalnick Jokic and Trey Breeze. They need to give their bigs a chance. I think they have the most decided advantage if it turns into past the transition game, if it turns into a half-court stand-up game, or even a three-quarters court transition game. I think they have the advantage because their bigs are so active. I think if they give their bigs a chance, they can out-punch the other teams on the post. And I think that's going to give them the decided advantage, especially over the teams that don't have bigs. And lastly, but not leastly, okay, what? The ill. Here's a team that's first in rebounds. They're fifth in field goal percentage. Between Jay Mills, Monty Parson, and Tony Henderson. Okay? Do I have to say anything else? That team, they're clocking at my favorite for this weekend because of the fact of what they're able to bring to the table. Those guys are so active. They know how to get dirty and do their business. But in order for them to really get a standout beyond anything else, more so than anybody else, those cats need to turn every second chance that they get off the boards into points, and they need to limit the other teams to being one and done. And why am I saying that? Unlike the other teams, I believe their transition game is, I believe it's solid, but I don't believe it's to the par of those other teams that are quicker and know how to hit the lanes. And because of that, I think, not that they can't run with them, but I don't think they should have to if they want to give themselves a real opportunity here to control the game, because that's how the ill is going to take advantage of it. Game control, ball control, making sure that they have everything solid in front of them at their pace. And if they do that, the ill is going to be tough to get over on this weekend. And thus, I'm making them my favorite for coming out this weekend with the win. And we'll see what's going to happen. You know it's a deal. Holla at your boy. Tell me what you think. Tell me how you want to think about it. Tell me when you want to talk about it. You know, how close you think it is, how close you think I was, how far away you think it is. You know the deal. I always got to hear it. Appreciate everything everybody's been throwing out at me. You know, we're getting ready for more of the holiday season. Listen, a lot of you cats have been reaching out to me, asking for basketball help and stuff like that. I am beyond honored that you do that, one. But two, even if you don't want to reach out about basketball stuff, this is a hard season for a lot of people. Family stuff, not having family there with you, that kind of thing. I get that. We're a family here in SimWorld, right? Don't be afraid just to holler at your boy, just to talk. Even if you just want to say, yo, what's up, DM or whatever, it's open for you guys. You know what's up. Reach out to your fam. Reach out to your boy. We're going to make this right. And no matter what we do, you know what? We're never going to let Jason Bourne borrow our car.
Like, I need to talk to somebody.
Thank you for listening to Maestro.
Thank you again for checking out Maestro. Drop a tag below and give us a piece of your mind. See you next time.
Well, thank you for your time. Have a wonderful day.